Part 3, the Lindemann's theory of unimolecular reaction. So it is easy to understand a bimolecular reaction on the basis of collision theory. But for unimolecular reaction, Lindemann stated that the unimolecular reaction A gives to product can taking place via the following three steps. These are: step 1, A plus A gives rise to the rate constant K1 A star plus A. So this is called activation step. Activation. And second step is A star plus A with the rate constant K2 gives rise to A plus A. So this step is called B activation. B activation. And the third step is A star gives rise to with rate constant K3 gives rise to product. So this is decomposition step. Decomposition step. In the Lindemann mechanism, a time lag exists between the energization of A to A star and decomposition of A star to product. During this time lag, the A star can be converted into product. And according to steady state principle or steady state approximation, whenever in a chemical reaction a short-lived intermediates like A star occurs, the rate of formation of these short-lived intermediates is equal to rate of disappearance of short-lived intermediates, and each in turn is equal to 0. So the mechanism of Lindemann's theory of unimolecular reaction based on this steady state approximation or a steady state principle. Now, according to this steady state approximation and the rate of formation from the equation 1, that is a activation, formation of a activation complex, that is a star. The rate of formation is given by K1 into A square. A square. So that is a rate of formation. Rate of formation of activated complex is given by, according to some first equation, K1 into concentration of A whole square. And its rate of decomposition. Rate of decomposition is given by K2 into concentration of A into A star, concentration of A into concentration of A star plus K3 into A star. That is, the rate of formation of activated complex is K1 into A square, and rate of decomposition is given by K2 into concentration of A star into concentration of A plus K3 into concentration of A star. K3 into concentration of this reactant A star. Next, according to steady state principle, rate of formation of is equal to rate of decomposition. That is, K1 into A square is equal to K2 into concentration of A star plus K3 into concentration of A star. That is, K1 into A square is equal to K2 into concentration of A into concentration of A star plus K3 into A star. Now, K1 into A square is equal to, here A star is a common factor, so you can take outside A star into K2A plus K3. A star common factor, A star into K2A plus K3. Therefore, A star is equal to concentration of A star is equal to K1 into A square divided by K2 into concentration of A plus K3. So, activation complex. Say this as equation number 1. Now, the rate of the reaction is given by dA by dt is equal to K3 into A star. The rate of reaction is given by rate of formation of the product. Now, the rate of this reaction is given by dA by dt is equal to K3 into A star. Because A star gives a product. Therefore, rate of reaction dA by dt. Decrease in the concentration of A is given by K3 into concentration of A star. That is, dA by dt is equal to K3 into A star. So, what is it? A star? A star is given by this expression. K3 into K1 into A square divided by K2 into concentration of A plus K3. This is the expression. Say this as equation number 2. By seeing this expression, dA by dt is equal to K3 K1 A square divided by K2A plus K3. So, it is not possible to say what is the order of this reaction. Whether it is first order, second order, by this seeing this reaction, so we can not able to say. So, that the order of the reaction is by definition. It is a sum of the powers of the concentration terms which are used in the mathematically derived rate law expression. So rate law expression is given by dA by dt is equal to k3 k1 A square divided by k2 A plus k3. So here also there is a concentration term, in the denominator also concentration term. You can have k1, k3, k2 rate constant. So you cannot say whether what is the order of a reaction, whether it is first order, second order, third order. It is not possible to depict exactly the order of the reaction. Now, in order to say whether what is the order of the reaction, we have two cases arises. The two cases are, by seeing this expression, if K2A, the denominator, this K2A is very greater than K3. That means if K2A is very greater than K3, that means the concentration of A is very high. At high concentration of A, the denominator K2A plus K3, so this K3 can be neglected. Whenever this K2 is very greater than K3, so you can neglect this K3 value. Then the equation becomes dA by dt is equal to K3 K1 into A square divided by K2 into A. So that at this constant, the concentration of A is very high, that is K2A is very greater than K3. So K3 in the equation 2 can be neglected. Then dA by dt is given by K3 K1 K2 A. So this is given by, so K3 K1 K2 is another constant K dash, and it is A constant into A. That means dA by dt is equal to, so rate of reaction is given by K dash, a constant, into A. Then here it is a first order reaction. By seeing this equation, we can say according to the definition of rate order of a chemical reaction, the order of a chemical reaction is defined as the sum of the powers of the concentration terms which are used in the experimentally determined rate law expression. So sum of the powers means it is 1, it is a first order reaction. So it is case 1, when the K2A is very greater than K3, that means at higher concentration of the reactant A, the reaction is of a first order. And in the case 2, if K3 is very greater than K2A, then the reverse case, that is case 2, if K3 is very greater than K2 into concentration of A. That means at very low concentration of A, what happens? At K3 is very greater than K2A means you can neglect this one. You can neglect this K2A. Then the expression dA by dt is equal to, so it is K1, K2A is neglected, K3 cancelled, K1 into A square. That is, by seeing this expression, you can say it is a second order reaction. The reaction is second order. So this is the Lindemann's theory of a unimolecular reaction. It is taking place via 3 steps reaction, and also according to steady state approximation. You can have this equation dA by dt is equal to K3 K1 A square divided by K2A plus K3. So by this equation, two cases arises. Case one is whenever K2 is very greater than K3, so K3 can be neglected. Then dA by dt is equal to K1 K2 another constant K dash into A. So this A cancels out A. The reaction is first order. In the second case, if K3 is very greater than K2A, that is at very low concentration of reactant A, the expression becomes dA by dt is equal to K1 into A square. By seeing this expression, you can say it is the second order reaction. So this is all about the Lindemann theory of unimolecular reaction, and this is also very important from the point of examination.